No Budget RC here, and here with my Redcat Everest Gen7 Sport. Just recently got this. I actually won this in a raffle from the RC Basement Facebook page. They were selling tickets for $5 a ticket, and I picked up 4 tickets for 20 bucks and ended up drawing my name out, and I won it. But what this video is about is the first thing I had to do was I pulled it out of the box and I had it sitting on the bench, and the bumpers are sticking way out there, and actually the front bumper was hitting the tire under flex, hitting the front tire under flex in the stock location. And the bumpers are sticking out too far, and I wanted to improve the approach angles on it. So what I did is, several of you have probably seen the videos where you can flip the bumper brackets. And by flipping those bumper brackets, it raises your bumpers up a little bit. Did that both front and rear. And then the next thing that I did is I moved the bumper in as far as I could while flexing the truck without the tire being able to hit the bumper. On the front, I did the same thing, and I still was not impressed with how far out the front bumper sat. So I actually cut down the front bumper. These are the pieces I cut off. Normally you have 2 light pods on each side, and I just cut it off right between the light pods and then tapered this down to give me a better clearance. I then flexed the truck and moved the bumper in until it just cleared the tire. So then at this point, I took the body, went to put the body back on, and the body would not go on because, as you can see, my bumper is now actually tucked back a little underneath, and a lot underneath in the back, underneath the body. It's really not a big problem. Just took some Lexan scissors and trimmed it down. As you can see, I took a little more off in the front than I needed to, but that's where I thought it would look good, cutting it just between this yellow light and this light sticker right here, and that left the little Redcat logo on there. So that's where I chose to cut that. And then in the back, took off that much, and that bumper actually touches the body. So I took off just enough on the back. On the front bumper, you can see, took the hoops off that went from here out and to the end of the bumper. I had to take those off, obviously, to shorten the bumper up. But the bumper is actually really close to the width of the truck now. It's not sticking way out there. If you're familiar with the Redcat Gen7 Pro, it has the fender flares that line up with that bumper. On the Sport, the bumper sticks out past the body. So I trimmed that off and got those bumpers in. It actually gives you a much better approach angle. That rear bumper, I could have trimmed it off a little bit, kind of trimmed it off at an angle and moved it in a little closer, but as far underneath the truck as it already is, I didn't want to do that. So there you go, guys. I just thought I'd show you the first mods I did to the Redcat truck. I've actually not even ran this truck yet. There's the radio still sealed up in the box. As soon as I pulled it out of the box and saw how far those bumpers stuck out, I was like, oh, those have got to be moved in. That's horrible. Those are going to hang up on everything. So, started watching some YouTube videos about it, and that's where I learned the bumper flipping the brackets to move the bumpers up. They still stuck out too far, so that was what I came up with on moving them in, and it seems to work really good so far. So I just thought I would share that with you guys in case any of you are running into the same problem. I mean, you don't have to tuck that back bumper in as far as I did if you don't like it like that. I'm more worried about performance than I am how it looks. So That's why I moved it in so far. And I also wanted to keep the body low. That's why I didn't move the body posts up, and I chose to cut the body, because I wanted to keep the center of gravity low, which is kind of one of the things I don't like about the Pro model. The Pro model has some good upgrades, but as far as that cage underneath the body and all the scale accessories, I'm more into performance than scale look, so it really wasn't for me. I mean, if you guys have seen videos of my SCX-10, I used to have a hard body Toyota on there. It looked very nice. It was very scale looking. However, it was kind of top heavy. It had a shorter wheelbase, and I just decided that I wanted performance over the scale look. So I got this body, stretched the wheelbase out, and put some bigger tires on it, and that thing performs amazingly. And hopefully soon this will perform just as well. So thanks for watching. Please thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thanks.